Back in house with Coach Ragsdale, and Coach, I was fortunate enough to come see you guys play up at App, a great football game. And if you didn't like violent collisions, that was not the game for you, because I was down there on the sidelines, and man, that was some licks swapped, and that was an old school football game. You guys unfortunately did not get the win there, but man, it was a fun football game to watch. But just take us back to last week, long travel up to App, great football game.
Yeah. First of all, man, they got a really good football team. We knew going into it, they were big and physical, and there's a reason that they're undefeated. And it wasn't some kind of fluke because they had an easy schedule or something like that. They got a really good football team, and I think at this point in the year, they're the most physical football team that we played. Just up front in the box, or linebackers. They were really physical, and everybody outweighs us. Everybody outweighs us. So I thought our kids, I know Saturday and Sunday morning our kids were sore for sure, because we swapped licks for 4 quarters, and it was a football atmosphere. Both sides knew what you were playing for, and it was a little chippy on both sides, and because both sides felt like they want to be the better team. It was a great high school atmosphere. Going up, they got a beautiful place going up on top of the mountain up there, up on top of that drive.
Yeah.
You turn off on top of the mountain once you get off the interstate. It was a fun Friday night up till when the last horn sounded and you come out on the wrong side of it. Up to that point, it was a hard fought game.
Coach, what was the mindset going into halftime there? It was nip and tuck, and then Gilliland went out, and you thought, you didn't probably. It's kind of a scary situation because you don't know what they're going to do after that.
I think going into halftime it was 8-7, and it just, I was like, guys are, they're about to run it right at you. They still, we're still smaller than they are. The mindset, we still got to keep playing. After you play hard for 2 quarters, you question. It's like, hey, do we have fuel in the tank to play 2 more quarters?
Yeah.
Being outsized and outmanned, and just like our kids always seem to rise to the occasion, and they come out, and we played really hard the second half, and it was more of a run straight at us type deal. And then we had I'd say four plays that we'd love to have back. But when you're in a game with a really good football team, it's usually just a few plays that change the outcome. And we had some breaks, and they had some breaks, and they capitalized on our breaks.
Yeah. I seen like the punt. Their punter, he was one of their biggest weapons in the second half.
Yeah,
he got him out. He got him from being pinned one time, and then he kicked the one that you guys bobbled, and they jumped on it. I thought their punter was as a big MVP on their team as anybody.
Yeah, for sure. They did. They flipped the field on us a couple times, and I'm pretty sure. I think 3 times we started our drives inside the 10.
That's crazy. That's tough right there.
And then on the flip side of that, we gave them the ball, I think, three times inside their own 20.
Yeah.
So we started with a 95-yard field, and they'd start with a 20-yard field, 15. And but on those short fields, our guys, I think they scored on one of the short fields.
Yeah.
Our defense stood up.
They played tough. And you got Johnny Manziel, quarterback.
Well, he does wear number 2.
Sometimes he looks like him, dude.
Yeah.
Have you ever coached somebody that creates time like he does?
Well, Brady's one of those. And I told him, because I felt like he was down on himself after a couple of plays. Just and I said, hey man, guess what? Next series, guess who I'm putting the ball right back in your hands. There's a reason that we're sitting here week 7 and you got 800 yards rushing, and it is we've been able to run really a 3-headed attack there with him and Ben, and now getting Clayton back.
That's
letting
huge.
Them swap up. But that's the thing I think Appalachian did a really good job of, limiting our ability to mix it up, because they put us in like 2nd and 12 and 2nd and 13, so that changed the play call a lot of times on it.
He does an extremely good job of creating time. one of the better I've ever seen, honestly. Like he just does some little shifty stuff that creates time in a pocket, and then if the pocket collapses.
One of our biggest plays was a broke play.
There you go.
And he scrambled around, found the open running back that kind of floated opposite of where the play was going, and he just got his eyes downfield.
He's a gamer, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he is. You got to get right back focused. You got an inter-county rivalry coming up here with Coach Knapp. I mean, they just went and beat Ider, who's a much improved team.
Yeah.
I mean, they're running, Ider run the triple option, and they knew they had to prepare for it, and they end up getting a double-digit win. I know they're a little short-handed over there. They've got some injuries, but still a very important game coming up this Friday.
Oh, no doubt. Coach Knapp, he's one of those guys that he gets the most out of his kids.
He's going to get some juice out of them.
And they're going to play hard.
Correct.
And they're really a lot like us in the fact that, they're probably going to be outsized a lot of times, people they play. But, man, he's got 11 kids on the field that play hard and believe in what they're doing.
That's right.
And bought into everything Coach Knapp does. So it's going to be a tough game. And I told him earlier, when I talked to him today, actually, I reminded him, I said, Coach, y'all gave us one of the toughest games.
Oh, yeah.
Last year, just the style of football they play, and again, being a
wasn't it like 26-14 or something like that?
Yeah, it ended up, I can't remember. I can't remember if it was like 28-14 or
something like that.
But it was the lowest that we scored all year last year.
Wow.
They did a really good job, so I know they're going to have a good game plan in place. I told our kids, y'all, you know how hard they're going to play, and you add that in-county rivalry, and then you add no chance that hey, there's still spots open in the playoffs, and us and them sure. and Raglan are fighting for that 3-4. You get mathematically any of us could get those spots right there, and I think Appalachia and Woodville is playing. They'll play for the 1-2 spot here next week.
Yeah,
I believe coming up. So
I guess coming up, yeah.
We got a tough game this Friday. We got to get healthy and get ready to go.
Coach, something that coaches really dial in on, and I mean, I'm sure it's going to be no different with you, is you can't ever let one bad game be another loss. You can't let it beat you twice.
Yeah.
How important is it to get focused up early this week and say, hey, that's in the rear view. That's why the rear view is a quarter of the size of a windshield, because we got to get it behind us.
Yeah, and it really started, right after the game on Friday night. I'm like, hey, look, just like with the wind, guys, let this soak in tonight. But tomorrow, hey, sun's going to come up about 6 o'clock in the morning.
That's right.
I said, move on.
That's right.
You move on. You enjoy your weekend, friends, family. And you come back in here Monday and you start looking at the next week. And our big thing this week is, just our message every week is, why waste a Friday?
That's right.
Win, lose, draw, whatever. Seniors, your sand is running out.
That's right.
I mean, you got just a little bit left, but you younger guys don't realize how big these Fridays are, and how you're going to talk about them when you're 40 years old.
That's right.
But it's our message all year. Which I'm like, hey, why waste a Friday?
Makes sense.
You come here and work Monday through Thursday and beat each other's brains out, and then you get to go there on Friday night. Small town football, lights come on, smoke coming off the grill.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing like it. So why waste it?
And I'm going to tell you something, and I want everybody to listen to this that's watching this show. I literally was at Hewitt-Trussville and Thompson and left and come second half to you guys. And I'm telling you, the energy, the atmosphere, everything was better at App. I mean, it was. I'm not just saying. I swear. I had one of our sponsors with me, and they were like, "Man, this is crazy." I said, "I knew this was going to be intense." I mean, you got people sitting up on that hill.
Oh yeah.
It's a different energy level. Yeah. Like Thompson's more like a business. Thompson Hewitt is like a business. Yeah, it's awesome. There's a lot of people, and it's a showcase and bright lights, but it's not the energy level and the, you could just tell in some of them licks that was passed, like, this means something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. And it's small scroll. You get that. You get more of that factor of somebody's daddy played there.
That's right.
Granddaddy played there.
That's why we're playing our guts out.
Just love looking up in the stands and seeing generations of people that's vested in the community. Right. And why would you waste that on Friday night?
That's what I'm saying, man. You're right, dude.
You're gonna be standing on the other side of the fence before you know it.
I wish I'd have did this.
I wish I was out there.
And the other portion of that, Coach, I think that's what's kind of, in my opinion, not to change the subject, but that's kind of what's lost its lure in college football.
Oh yeah.
You don't have the generational players, the walk-on guys that, it's all glitz and glamour. Hurry up right now. There is no more pageantry. It's gone.
Yeah, and that trickles down into the
100%.
high school range. I mean, you talk to enough high school coaches, and you talk about younger kids coming up, and kids were just like, hey, you know, I got kids that should be playing football. Small school should be playing football, should be playing basketball, baseball. They just, you know,
That's it.
it's starting to dwindle off because it's just culture.
It's bad.
You know,
It's bad, dude. It makes you sick, but it makes you feel really good. And I told our sponsors that. I said, hey, it makes you feel really good when you can go down there and you're at a 1A game, and the atmosphere and the energy and the fan participation, everything is more intense than a top 5 matchup in 7A.
yeah,
It's crazy.
that's cool. Yeah.
Super cool.
So, I mean, I hope, hey, and our fans make that drive. We had great crowd
Oh, it's
Friday
huge,
night.
yeah.
You know, a road game. I mean, we packed
You
the
had
stands
fans
out.
sitting up there.
Yeah, people standing down the fence. Our
Yeah.
stands were full. So I mean, it's senior night this Friday night with Galeswood, our place. So come out and support the guys and show some love for them at our house.
That's right.
Create that atmosphere this week. And like I told the guys yesterday, I said it's something special. Senior night, it's really special for you to get to be honored to have been part of this program for so long. You put blood, sweat, and tears. So senior night is a special night, and so I look for a good crowd this Friday night, and then I hope we can put a good game together.
This group of seniors has to be kind of up there somewhere and winning a senior group, ain't they? I mean,
they're going to be up there top
got to be up there somewhere.
somewhere. I mean,
yeah.
I'd say, right. I mean,
There's not a lot of losing been going on over here in
No.
the last 5 to 10 years.
No, so they're going to be up there.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Coach, I appreciate you sitting in with us. Thank you so much.